Hello, everyone. Have you heard about the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show? An amazing podcast with sports stars, entertainment celebrities, and other great guests. Somebody, one host who has no legs, one host who lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and another host in Minnesota who can never be found. These guys get amazing guests and topics that no other show can provide, exclusively on your home TV and now the Roku app. That's the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show. Check us out, America.
Hi again, everybody. Dave Stevens coming to you from Peoria, Arizona, where I'm at my wrestling coach's house, Victor Smith. He always lets me crash here when I come home. It's a great week this week. I'm going to be the host of the Abilities Expo in Scottsdale, Arizona at Westworld from September 6th to the 8th. And I had a chance this weekend to hang out with the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks for a big series, but I have to apologize right off the start because I had a one-on-one interview with Dave Roberts. And guess what? There was no audio. I'm not sure what happened, but it was a fantastic interview, one of my favorites of all time, and I'm so sorry we don't have the audio, but I can paraphrase what we talked about. They want to eliminate the Diamondbacks. They don't want them in the postseason because they know what a tough team they would be to face. We talked about Shohei Ohtani, the two-way player who isn't pitching this year, but his hitting is phenomenal. Dave went on to talk about seeing records every day by Shohei, and it's really a privilege to be his manager. But let's talk about the sound that we do have. A lot of great interviews coming up in this half hour, including last year's Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll. So sit back and watch. Troy's on his way to New York. I don't know where Will is. This is some amazing interviews with some Arizona Diamondbacks players and Mark Grace. Spend a little time with Corbin Carroll. And Corbin, do you feel like you're on your third season because you had your rookie year, you had the struggles earlier, and now you've come back with a vengeance?
I mean, technically I am because I played in 22. So, yeah, I mean, it feels like I'm getting my feet under me a little bit more in this league. I think your rookie year, the month I played in 22, right, that goes by pretty quick. Your rookie year, everything still feels very new. And then, that second year, I feel like there was a lot of lessons learned and, hope to just make the most of those lessons learned and kind of keep them fresh.
You talk about those lessons, but you've really done well in the last month. I mean, one of the best hitters in baseball. Is there an attribution to it, or just that hard work finally paid off?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit I think a little bit mechanical, a little bit approach, and a little bit just confidence, in terms of the offensive stuff. On the defensive side of the ball, I've been happy with my play there, getting good jumps and good reads right now. And then, I guess on the base paths, hope to, open that up a little bit more this last month.
Help people that don't really understand, when you have had that batting stance for a while or doing your thing, how do those mechanics change over time where little flaws might open up?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was really this off season where it happened. When you don't get tested, I guess, against the game environment, sometimes things can slip away from you, and I think that's just why it's really important to make sure you're writing stuff down, taking video of things, just not relying on yourself to remember everything.
With this lineup, you don't always have to worry about performing all the time because there's a lot of guys that'll pick you up. I mean, how fun is this clubhouse to be a part of?
The clubhouse is really fun. The lineup's really fun. Glad to be a part of both. We've just got a great group of guys. Seems like we don't get too caught up in kind of what's going on outside of just this team, and that's made for a really fun run so far. Hope to, finish the year strong and then play some postseason ball.
And it's not like a normal regular season. Every game now matters when you're talking about when it comes down to the tiebreakers and things like that. But man, you guys have been hanging in there.
Yeah, we were playing games like this last year, and so I think this clubhouse has a lot of experience playing in these types of games, and just got to keep rolling, take it a day at a time.
What's the most fun part about being a Major League Baseball player every day?
The most fun part? For me, the baseball. I love playing, and I love the work that goes on behind the scenes, and to be able to do that every day is really a blessing.
Fans love that smile. It's good to see that smile back and that average climbing. Any goals for the rest of the season for you?
Make it to the postseason. That's where the real fun is. That's where the memories lie, and So to be able to do that, I'd say 2 years in a row would be extremely fortunate for that. So hoping for that to happen for sure.
All right, Corbin Carroll, roving the outfield for the Diamondbacks. Well, this is the highlight of my trip, getting to be with a Gold Glove winner, a World Series hero, a legend who's in the Cubs Hall of Fame, Mark Grace, joining us for a little bit. And Gracie, it's great to see you still in baseball, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well for 60 years old, Well, thank you, but yeah, everything's going well. No complaints at all. Still in Major League Baseball, so I guess I got to say I'm pretty blessed.
Well, you've been around this game for a long time, and especially the love with the Diamondbacks and everything. It's an interesting team this year to see them kind of starting to get hot and peak where they were last year.
Yeah, it's been one of the more interesting years I've ever seen. A team that was, April, May, and a lot of June was below average, and then all of a sudden, towards the end of June, July, and through August, they went on a tear like nobody, like no team in Diamondback history has ever seen, including the World Series team that I was on, and it hadn't been done before. They've slowed down a little bit this last week, but it's been an incredible season just as far as the roller coaster it's been.
Yeah, and to see Carroll come back and all these guys that are starting to hit, it could be fun now because the rest of these 20-some-odd games, every day is like a playoff game.
Pretty much, and when the Dodgers come to town, it's always a big deal, big crowds, and and then also I think the Valley is starting to understand that something special is going on here at Chase Field, and they're wanting to be a part of it.
You talk about the Dodgers. I know you played a lot of baseball with a lot of greats, a Hall of Famer like Ryan Sandberg. But when you watch what Ohtani's doing every single day, they're like, it's a new record. He's done this. He's done this. I mean, it seems like it's almost like PlayStation. It's not real.
Yeah, the game is easy for him, and there's been some guys that I always thought made the game look really easy. Ken Griffey Jr. comes to mind, Barry Bonds. But what this guy is doing is like you said, it's like PlayStation, and he's at 43 homers and 43 stolen bases, and there's still a month left in the season. He's going to do historic things, and just remember also. When he's still coming off Tommy John surgery, when he takes them out, he throws over 100 miles an hour. I mean, this guy is great for the game of baseball. It's must-see TV when he's at bat.
And it's been like yesterday at the game, I didn't know if I was at a Dodgers home game or an Arizona home game. You see so many jerseys, but it's been amazing to see him. I mean, how far do you think he'll go with these records if his body holds up?
If his body holds up, I think the world's already his oyster. It would be incredible. The things that this kid can do with not only with the bat but with his arm. I mean, he's once again he's by far the best hitter in baseball, and honestly, it's not even close.
And your amazing career, we talked about some of the things, the Gold Gloves, the All-Star appearances, things like that. I mean, you've been in this game a long time. How's the game now? Do you like some of the changes? Do you miss the way it was? I know I like the pitchers hitting. It was just fun for me to watch that. But there's a lot of changes, and they're talking about implementing more with umpires and robotic umpires and things like that. But do you like the game now?
The game is different now. I'm an old dinosaur now. I'm a fossil, and I never played one inning in the American League. I was a National Leaguer my entire 16-year career. I kind of liked the pitchers hitting as well. I like the bunt, the bunt and the hit and run, and that's all gone now. Basically the manager just throws the lineup out there, especially with the DH now, and go ahead and take the pitcher out when he's tired. You don't worry about double switching. You don't worry about that kind of stuff. So I think it's much easier on the manager today's game. And
it's a lot of computer managing, which I don't think is so fun.
That's also true. But once again, I wasn't a big fan of having the pitch clock, but now I'm a fan of it. I like the fact that it's that part of the game is sped up.
All right, as we let you go, what's Mark Grace doing in his golden years besides being here with the club?
You're looking at it. I like to My wife and I like to travel, so we're gonna go here next week. We're gonna go to North Carolina for a few days and then come back. We like to get out of the heat in the summertime.
Just past you going to the Outer Banks, so you can head out there and have some fun.
That's one of the places we're headed. We're wanting to see some wild horses there.
All right, Mark Grace, a legend. If you don't know who he is, go look him up on all those old-time films, and you can see he was quite a slugger.
It'll be black and white.
Yeah, it's great to see that kid get his swing back, and if these guys are going to make the postseason, they're going to need Corbin hitting like he did last year. So stay with us. We've got more to come, a little more insight from a couple of the Diamondback players. You're watching a special edition of Geary, Stein and Stevens, and if you're wondering why I'm here, well, I'm here to host the Abilities Expo this weekend, September 6th through 8th. You want to know more information? Check us out. Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens here at Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I always love coming back home to the state of Arizona, where I played high school football, baseball, and wrestled for Wickenburg, despite not having legs. And you know what? Tickets to a game like this, when you factor in parking and food and everything, can cost a lot. But I've got something for you this weekend that's amazing, and it's free.
Join us at Abilities Expo, where the disability community comes for greater independence.
There's so much help here. It's beautiful.
Join us September the 6th through the 8th at Westworld of Scottsdale. Admission is free.
It's really cool to see people that are like me.
Come for cutting-edge products, info-packed workshops, sports, dance, and more.
It's quite amazing to see the kind of community that comes together for this.
Abilities Expo, September 6th through the 8th at Westworld of Scottsdale. Visit abilities.com to register.
So forget about spending all that money on foam fingers and expensive jerseys. Come on out to the Abilities Expo this weekend, September 6th through the 8th. It starts at 10 a.m., ends at 5 on Friday and Saturday, 11 to 4 on Sunday. Tell them Dave Stevens sent you.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Melissa, and together we started Fresh Clean Threads.
For most of my life, I've worn a black t-shirt, and most were either too short, too baggy, or weren't consistent. Like most guys with a problem, I turned to my wife for help.
From our San Diego condo, using my years of apparel experience, we set out to make the world's best fitting t-shirt.
Since day one, our Fresh Clean tees were made to offer a flattering fit for all body types, be ridiculously soft and comfortable, and not break the bank.
And more than 1 million customers later, we still make every t-shirt with the same attention to detail as when we first started.
And what we've learned from selling so many t-shirts to people around the world is that while the perfect fit and feel are the starting point,
it all comes down to feeling confident and empowered to live each day fearlessly fresh.
Unleash your confidence at freshcleanthreads.com.
Hi, this is Kathy Ireland. So excited to share with you today our incredible Kathy Ireland Nutrition Supplement Powders by Amoxi. We have a beautiful array of powders to help you live a happier, healthier lifestyle. Our focus is on bringing families a nutritious option to complement your daily routine. With Collagen Plus, you'll see improvements in your hair, nails, joints, and bones, as well as skin elasticity and hydration. Immunity Support uses our proprietary green blends, antioxidant powder, and digestive support fiber to give your immune system a powerful boost. Golden Oat Milk is dairy-free and uses a recipe of turmeric and ginger, coconut milk, and our mushroom blend to give you more of an energy boost without the crash of coffee. And with Super Greens, we have a probiotic and digestive enzyme blend along with fruits, veggies, and 9 types of greens to help support healthy gut. Please experience the difference of Amoxi supplements. Let's get healthier together. Thank you.
Welcome back to a special baseball edition of the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show. And while I'm on the road here in Arizona, I'm hosting the Abilities Expo. Troy is now en route to New York. He's going to play in the Joe Namath Celebrity Golf Tournament. He's also going to be bopping around New York and checking out the Giants game this Sunday, and then joining me at the Runway of Dreams fashion show on Monday, September 9th. But we've got more to show you from a couple more interviews that I had a chance to do. In fact, Jake McCarthy spent some amazing time giving me insight of what this ball club is all about. All right, spend a little time with Jake McCarthy. And Jake, what a great summer it's been for you guys. I mean, to see where you guys are now battling, it's going to go down to the wire.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's fun to be a part of, and I think this is why you play. You want a chance to the playoffs. So, we're in a good spot right now.
And you look over in that outfield, I mean, it's got to be fun out there, the guys that you're playing with and in that lineup, knowing that you don't always have to drive in everybody every single game.
Yeah, I think it's been a full team effort. I think defensively, offensively, pitching, I think it's been awesome to be a part of. It's kind of been a group effort, and I think that makes a dangerous team.
It's a tough division. I mean, everybody's battling. You're taking on the Dodgers and Ohtani and those guys, but that battle for the wild card, there's some serious contention going on.
Yeah. We're going out and we're trying to win every single game. So, we hope the guys that the teams that we're competing with, they lose. But I don't think the approach changes at all. We're just trying to go out and win as many games as possible and put ourselves in position to play in October.
People don't realize it's such a long, grueling season, 162 games. I mean, you're kind of in the latter part of that, but how do you stay physically, mentally tough and all the things that are the challenges for playing such a long season?
I think getting to a routine helps, and, kind of like you just said, understanding, each game matters, but, when the game's over with, it's over with, and you got to worry about tomorrow. So I just think when you kind of make a bigger deal of maybe an at-bat or a mistake, or even, when you're going good, I just think tomorrow's always going to come. You got 162 of these things. You're going to have, hopefully a ton of at-bats. So I just think, it's about being present and just trying to do your job right now.
How fun is this on the cusp of the Little League World Series and seeing all those kids? I mean, is it still fun for you when you go into certain stadiums you haven't been on, or seeing players that you're not normally around? I mean, what's this experience been like for you?
Yeah, no, it's super fun. I've almost been to every single ballpark. I think I'm just missing Oakland, so I don't think I'll ever go there now because they're switching. But it's definitely, it's a kid's game. I still try to enjoy it. It's obviously a job, and you want to win, and there's pressure that comes with it. But I always try to remind myself of how lucky I am, and how cool it is to be a part of something like this.
Final question: this seems like a really laid-back clubhouse with a lot of veterans, a lot of young guys. I mean, what's the best part about being on this team?
You said it, the guys. I think, we have a really good culture here. I've come up with a lot of these guys, so, I can name probably 10 guys that I've played in the minors with, but also, some of the guys we signed, some of the vets that we signed, some of the guys who've just been here for a long time. They're very, very fun to be in the clubhouse with, so I just think we're all on top of, having a ton of good teammates. They're all good friends, too, and good people, so I think that's important as well.
All right, Jake McCarthy, I hope to see you in the postseason, brother. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Well, Josh, we were together in Miami when you were with the Marlins. Welcome to the Diamondbacks. How's things going for you and fitting in here?
Oh, it's been great. Obviously, it's a great team. We've had a great run here, and one more month, we got to push forward and keep pressing towards that postseason.
How was that for you as a player to go from a team that wasn't in contention to one that has got some respect in this league?
No, yeah, it was great. Obviously, the last few years, I've been traded. It's my third year in a row getting traded at the deadline. So any team that wants me gives me an opportunity to put on a big league jersey and go out between the lines and compete at the highest level. I'm definitely excited to be a part of it.
What do you deal with that when you got to live out of a suitcase for a while on top of living in a suitcase for a while?
No, yeah, I think that the minor leagues kind of prep you for that. You're not caring too much. You're always hoping for a call up and going for a different team. So it wasn't too much of a transition for me. I'm where my feet are. So if I have to hop on a plane and be on a different team and in any given moment, I'm prepped for it.
There's some great sluggers in this lineup. It's got to be easy to take some of the pressure off of you when you're in that lineup.
No, yeah. 1 through 9, it's been an incredible run for the guys. Obviously, Ketel Marte, MVP considerations. Corbin Carroll the last month. I haven't seen anybody better in baseball. Jock Peterson, same way. Suarez has been incredible for us. So, yeah, it takes the pressure off. Drawing a few more walks, getting a few more singles with, runners in scoring position to help the team.
You guys have a battle down the stretch. I mean, this Dodger team, head to toe is pretty good with Ohtani hitting, there's a lot of battle going on for you guys, though.
No, yeah. Obviously, the last couple of games didn't finish the way that we wanted, but big dogfight back and forth. Obviously, fun baseball to be a part of. Hopefully, we can right the ship here today, even the series tomorrow, and get going.
Josh Bell, the only guy whose arms are bigger than mine. All right, thanks, my friend. Best of luck the rest of the year. Well, if you notice, Josh is a lot taller than me and his arms are much bigger than mine, but hopefully this acquisition can continue to help the Diamondbacks get back to the postseason. So that's going to do it here from Chase Field. It's another amazing day as I continue to get to live this dream. As I said, the Ability Expo going on at Westworld this weekend. Check it out if you're in Arizona, September 6th through the 8th. And if you're not, well, just follow the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show all over the place. We're on social media. You can find us, of course, on your home TV and on the Roku. So for myself, for Troy, and wherever the heck Will is, I'm Dave Stevens. That's a wrap.
Thank you for tuning in to the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show. Follow us on social media. Watch us on yourhometv.com, or now we're on Roku. Download it and watch us. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, America.
Yeah.